In this video, we're going to talk about prime and composite numbers and look at a test for primality that's useful for determining whether a larger number is or isn't prime. First, let's define a prime number. A prime number is any positive integer greater than 1 that is divisible only by 1 and itself. So that's a prime number. Any positive integer greater than 1, divisible only by 1 and itself. So we can say a number where 1 divides p and p divides p. A composite number is any integer that's divisible by numbers other than 1 or itself. In other words, it has factors in addition to 1 and itself. So, pretty straightforward. Let's suppose we have a number that we wish to determine whether or not it is prime. Let's use the number 1759. Now obviously we could keep attempting to divide numbers into 1759 to see whether or not we return any factors other than 1 or 1759, but without a good plan, this can be very time-consuming. Fortunately, there is a simple strategy you can use to determine whether or not 1759 is a prime number. We start by taking the square root of 1759. The square root of 1759 is approximately equal to 41.94. Knowing this, I know that I only have to test prime factors 41 and below. If 1759 is divisible by no prime factors 41 or below, then we know that it is a prime number. Otherwise, it will be composite. So we'll test it. 1759 divided by a first prime factor, 2, equals 879.5. So we know that 2 is not a prime factor. Oops, and this should be a 9 here, since we're working with 1759. 1759 divided by 3, our next prime factor, gives us 586.3. So we know that 3 is not a factor of 1759. We would continue in this way, working through all of our prime numbers, up to and including 41. Next we'll check 7. That gives us 251.29. Therefore 7 is not a factor of 1759. And we'll keep going. As we continue on, you'll see that we have not reached any numbers where 1759 is divisible by something other than 1 or itself. So we'll keep going. Here we've tested all potential prime factors up to and including 41, but none of them represent a factor of 1759. Although this process seemed a little bit time-consuming, it is much easier and more efficient in the long run than trying to apply guesswork toward figuring out whether some numbers, some of the larger numbers, happen to be prime. So here, since we've taken the square root of 1759, which was just a little bit above 41, we are able to divide all of the possible prime factors and determine that none of them divide evenly into 1759. Therefore, the number 1759 is prime. Thank you. I hope you found the video helpful, and we'll see you next time.